As the gun control debate continues, many are pointing to other countries to identify what the real issue is. One America's Emily Sackett has more on the underlying source of gun violence.
Advocates for gun control point to the accessibility and prevalence of firearms in the U.S. for the surge in violent crime. However, reports from Europe tell a different story. Knife attacks in London are the highest in the past 6 years, with a 21% increase from last year. So far this year, 36 people have been fatally stabbed, making up over half of the total amount of crime-related deaths. When looking at the disparity between weapons used in London, there have been over 6,000 assaults from guns compared to over 37,000 from knives. The president recently addressed the issue at an NRA rally in Texas.
I recently read a story that in London, which has unbelievably tough gun laws, a once very prestigious hospital, right in the middle, is like a war zone for horrible stabbing wounds. Yes, that's right. They don't have guns. They have knives. And instead, there's blood all over the floors of this hospital.
The mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, has come under fire for the increased violence, as he claims to have put in several measures to combat the issue since coming into office in 2016. He says the knife attacks are coming from an uprising of rival gangs and affect victims who unknowingly cross turf borders. The gangs are becoming more violent due to the ensuing migrant crisis across Europe, bringing in waves of Middle Eastern and African migrants who quickly get involved with drug smuggling rings and other illegal activities. In an interview on local television, Khan did not blame the presence of knives as the catalyst to the attacks and pointed to deeper reasons for the epidemic.
We've got to make sure we invest in prevention as well as in enforcement. And over the last 7-8 years, we've seen a reduction in both those things. Youth centres, after-school clubs, mental health facilities have been starved of resources. There are in London 13,000 young people without a youth club now they had in 2010. But also we've seen a reduction in police officers as well, and a reduction in neighbourhood policing.
Paris is another European city experiencing an increase in violent crime, despite also having some of the toughest gun laws in the world. President Trump pointed to the Paris massacre in 2015 and what happens when countries do not allow citizens to protect themselves.
They were brutally killed by a small group of terrorists that had guns. They took their time and gunned them down one by one. Boom, come over here. Boom, come over here. Boom. If you were in those rooms, one of those people and the survivors said, it just lasted forever. But if one employee or just one patron had a gun, or if one person in this room had been there with a gun aimed at the opposite direction, the terrorists would have fled or been shot. And it would have been a whole different story. Right?
The president maintains people kill people, not the weapons themselves. And if guns are banned altogether, then terrorists and criminals will find another way to carry out attacks, as they obtain most of their weapons illegally anyway. This comes amid mainstream media claims the only way to curb violence is to rescind the constitutional right to bear arms. But the European experience suggests otherwise, and the president continues to focus on mental health, police reinforcement, and youth programs. Emily Sackett, One America News.
We can use your help. Call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call today.